Wins can happen in life in any category. A few weeks ago, my daughter came up to me at lunchtime and was like, "Dad, this is going to seem really random." But she was like, "I just really appreciate all the times where you've allowed me to say something or get something off my chest because it's allowed more space to be happy." And I was like, whoa. So as a dad that applies this, tries to learn, I'm always trying to be as humble to the process as I can. This was a big win for me because it kind of was like a 5-year window of me trying to do this and try to see any ability for it to happen. Now, ironically, just a few days later, we were kind of lost some traction and she was right back and we had to repeat a lot of process, but you don't really worry about whether you have a long-term win. To me, parenting is about getting those micro moments where you get visibility in, are you headed in the right direction? And that, to me, was one that was headed in the right direction. Because she has something at 9 that 40-year-olds still suck at today. Think of how many adults do not have the headspace to feel joy, to feel and let go of the burden that they carry in their life. How often is that really the thing that holds us back? So it's in this moment that I want you to think about the things you are doing today. While we might not know where they're going, we might not know when we get an indicator of something working. I want you to just acknowledge whatever wins look like or whatever path that you are on right now. Realize there's going to be a part of it that you're going to get a window. This is why it's important to be present and not be so caught up in all the noise of life because these moments happen. And had I not created a lot of psychological safety over the years, this might not have happened in the way that it would have. Now, in a context of this also highlights I still do not have it figured out because there are so many moments since this moment that I thought was like, man, we really made some head progress. But then there's other cases where we kind of still erode back to where we were. That an emotion kind of takes us to a whole nother place that we've been trying to get back from. But it kind of just says that kids are still only been here for a few years on Earth. They're not going to learn all this stuff in just a few days. No matter how much I try, no matter how many times I talk, I'm still going to go blue in my face trying to patiently wait because I can't say when she's going to be able to get it. It could be 10 more years before everything fully clicks. Whatever it may be, the invitation to be a dad is really to hang in there and not quit. Like I said on Monday, we don't quit. I am on a never quit mindset approach to life. Didn't know that, but that's essentially what I've been doing. Not giving up on fatherhood, realizing that what we do in this process of becoming a dad is more important. That this process that we're going through isn't always easy. It isn't always even understanding what the hell we're aiming at. Oftentimes, parenting is like hitting a blind bullseye. But you hope that you're hitting the target at some point. Or it's like playing Battleship, trying to figure out where the battleship is. You keep testing around it until you find something that works. And then you ride on that. Once you hit one, you kind of keep going in that other one. It's the same process of figuring out where you need to go. Don't give up. Whatever you're facing in your life today, know that you are not alone. Thousands, millions of dads every day are going through the things that we're going through. We are not doing this in a vacuum. Doing life in a vacuum is one of the biggest lies that most men will tell ourselves. That this, whatever it may be you're feeling, is the only person that's ever felt this way and that I'm the only one going through this. And everybody else on Instagram and Facebook has the perfect life and I just haven't figured it out, which then tells me I suck as a dad and leads to a whole nother chain of events. So, lesson here, acknowledge what you've got. Cherish the wins that you do get and realize that what we're doing here is creating space in our kids' lives to feel joy. Helping our kids speak through their emotions helps them make room for brighter emotions and happier places and happier memories. Because just like us, where we have a shitty thought in our head that circulates throughout the day after a coworker said something rude, the kids have the same thing, and it preoccupies a lot more of their consciousness than even probably adults because we've been swallowing it down for so many years. Kids have not. So your ability to get your kids through their emotions is always a process worth investing in. And as I'm still on this process, I got one small win, but there's still a lot of roads ahead. And I'll be back again with you guys tomorrow.